Yeah, I like that, obviously. So, that's the record. I hope you like it. I really like it. And yeah, save it to your Spotify playlist for me. Follow Space Run on the DJ on Spotify. Also, like Apple Music, whatever, wherever you listen to music, Fade by Space Runner, the DJ is out now. So what I need to do with this song is make a little DJ edit of it because it don't save those changes. Um, because it slows down and does that thing in the middle. It's offensive to DJ with because you yeah, it's just a little annoying. So I'm gonna make no, it's not like the hardest thing in the world to get that into your mix, but with some DJs to be like, why does it change tempo? Um, and it's harder to loop it and stuff. So yeah, and just for a quick refresher, while I get these stems set up, because like I said, the stems are on Patreon, so you can just go make your own version. I'm gonna do that now with the stems. Now that we've been listening to like the shitty unmixed version, let's listen to this. Mastered by my friend Darren at Millennium Mastering. It's just, it immediately jumps out the speakers like 100%. Yeah, that snare smacks. You can hear. I want to get like a live sax guy to do this. Or those dudes from Star Wars. The Cantina Band, that's what they call it. And you know what? Yeah. So my Spotify profile's not looking really good. Jesus. Because I still need to access it. Space Runner coming to you live from somewhere in space and time. It's been a minute, my good friends. Um, I didn't stream last week because I was unwell. We need to normalize productivity as rest sometimes, or rest as productivity. Beg your pardon. Um, what's been absolutely crack-a-lacking? I've been head down, bro. I've been head down. I've been working on shit. What's going on in the music world? Uh, Timberland is ruining everything. Um, because I don't know if you've seen what Timberland is doing lately, but he's taken a piece of Suno, one of the big music AI companies that took the world's music without asking or paying anybody, and he was like, "Damn, I want in on that." And it's not landing well with people because he's like a hit record producer and he like helped shape so many careers. Like he did Justin Timberlake, like all of his like amazing like Future Sex Love Sound is like one of the best albums of all time. And then all of like the popular Missy Elliott songs, Sierra. That beat was a DJ Jazzy Fizzle product shizzle. um yeah, it's just a bit on the nose because it's like you've already because he's already made his money and artists are making less money than before, and it's like anybody who walked into a room with Timberland would consider that a massive opportunity. Um but he's not allowing that to happen by like doing live streams and getting people, independent artists to show you his music, and then well, he put this one guy's beat into Suno. Let's read that. Let's find this. Timberland's apology. The comments are like it's too late to apologize. Which is incredible. I see all these YouTube videos. I'm not interested in a YouTube video. What do we got? Stereo gum. Okay, Timberland apologizes. Let me put this on a better thing. Yeah, okay. So Timberland apologizes to producer amid AI record label controversy. What did he do? Earlier this month, Timberland introduced Tata, the first signee of the AI entertainment company Stage Zero that he co-founded with Rocky Mudalaya and Zaid Potillo. Now he's catching heat online after allegedly using producer K Fresh's music to train Suno AI. After K Fresh threatened legal action, Timberland shared an apology on social media. This isn't the apology. We are writing at a time when musicians feel unseen, unheard, and unprotected, K Fresh and his attorney's letter began. As a producer whose work was taken without permission, and as an entertainment attorney who advocates for musicians' rights, we are speaking up for the music community and all creators being pushed aside by AI-driven innovation. It continues. Last week, Timberland, who serves as Suno's strategic advisor and public ambassador, shared a troubling video in which he took K Fresh's original song, uploaded it into Suno's AI platform, and released an unauthorized AI remix. There was no credit, no consent, no apology. Timberland dismissed the public outrage by calling it a remix and a demo to showcase Suno's capabilities, but with over 30 years of music in his own catalog, he had every opportunity to use something he actually owns. Instead, he uses somebody else's work without permission. That's the real key thing, is without permission, because music, we sell music in all different kinds of ways, and we sell our rights to music that we make in all kinds of different ways, and that changes with time as culture shifts and technology shifts. But using stuff without permission and making money off of it is generally unacceptable. There was the whole like bootleg era with SoundCloud, which is still kind of going because SoundCloud has like looser copyright detection, I feel, than most other platforms. But then again, I see like heaps of bullshit on Spotify that doesn't like that's not the actual artist or whatever. So I believe that remixing and bootlegging and stuff, like as a DJ, obviously, I believe well, it's what I'm about to do for the rest of this stream. I believe it's really, really important, but I'm not trying to make money, and I'm always trying to credit the original artist. And if anything, I'm trying to remix songs that I haven't heard a good remix of and portray that music in a new light. And I always, credit the artist, and I'm not gonna put those remixes anywhere other than SoundCloud and YouTube. And if someone were to contact me and be like, "Fuck you, take it down," and it is actually their song, then I would absolutely just take it down. And there's a difference there, right? There's a difference there between the bootleg and putting something into Suno. The second you put an audio sample into Suno, they're using it for their training data. Absolutely. Like, no question. I'm 99% sure it's in the terms of use. I think on Suno, because I don't use it, but I think they only let you upload, you can upload a music file, but they only use the first 20 seconds to figure out like a little bit of a weight. That's like a training term for AI. To figure out what you want and how to make it. But I am so certain that they're putting the rest of those files, not just the first 20 seconds, the whole file into Suno's training data. As if you wouldn't. Because at that point, people are doing it willingly on your website. And they may not own that song. Like, they might just own a copy, which is what is normal. Like, you don't own the song when you buy like a Dire Straits record. Dire Straits still own the song, but you own a copy of it. And flipping and remixing a song and putting your own taste on it and like actually cutting it up in Ableton and putting new things on it. I'm not feeding their song without asking them into an absolutely massive meat grinder of music and data that like, because once shit goes into these neural nets, right, the way that AI thinks, once it goes into the neural net, you actually can't get it back, because the way that the data is associated with other data and how the AI makes statistical predictions and then gives you something that it thinks you want based off of your input and its training data and all of the connections it's made in its neural net. We don't understand the neural net part. It's too complicated for humans to even display. Like, it's a matrix of just massive proportions that humans can't read or anything like that. So when people are like, when people give your music to an AI model that's run on a neural net, which I imagine Suno's is, because all of them are, and then like some kind of diffusion model as well, you're submitting it into the model and they can't get it back. They can't take it out. I believe, yeah, and that's also, I believe they're going to use that excuse for like undoing this. They're going to be like, we can't. We already did it. It's already done. It's already gone. It's in there. It's done. We can't take it out of the neural net. It's in the neural net. How could we possibly take it out of the neural net? We've already done it. Which is like robbing a bank and then being like, it's already done. When the police come to ask you about it, you're like, it's already done. What are we going to do? Undo this? What am I going to do? Put the money back in? How am I going to? I've already spent the money on weed. I'm not going to, So, essentially, fuck Timberland. Anyway, back to what K Fresh's attorney is saying. This wasn't just unethical. It violated US copyright law and breached Suno's own terms of use, which requires user to own any upload content. They might require that, but they ain't checking that. You could upload a fucking Jamiroquai song and they wouldn't give a fuck. They're not gonna detect that and go, oh, that's actually owned by Jamiroquai. They already stole Jamiroquai's music. Anyway, this wasn't just unethical. It violated US copyright law and breached Suno's own terms of use, which requires users to own any uploaded content. As a result, K-Fresh's music is now permanently part of Suno's training model without his consent. Exactly. That's what I was explaining, the permanently bit. You can't get it back. It's in there now. Suno's continued silence is just as troubling. The letter demanded within 24 hours a public apology to K-Fresh, proof that K-Fresh's music has been removed from Suno's model and training data. They're not going to be able to do that. 3, a plan to prevent future violations by users and company representatives, including Timbaland. He's not going to do that. A commitment to implement an artist opt-out process. They're not going to do that. A promise that Suno and Timbaland will not use unlicensed music in future demos. They're not going to do that. The cat's out of the bag. K-Fresh's music is in there. K-Fresh's music that he didn't even release. It was just on an Instagram clip. It's an Instagram clip, right? And so artists in 2025 were encouraged to put as much music, released or unreleased, on the internet as possible, because that's digital real estate where people can stumble across you and find your music and get engaged and blah, 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 blah. So we're in this unconscionable state where it's like the social media algorithm demands content. And then you've got somebody like Timbaland, and it could it's sad that it's Timbaland, and it should just be like prompt musicians, I think we should call them. Those guys are just like using the body of the world's music without asking and competing with us over here, right? So somebody using AI music, and like they could put out a song a day, no fucking worries. It wouldn't be good. I doubt the songs would have any congruency across the, like, oh, maybe they would, I don't know. But prompt music isn't music. It's not the same thing. Because you can't, hold on. Let me pull this up. Meme talking about art versus thinking about art. There's a meme. Hold on. This is getting weird. I'm not gonna find this fucking all right. Michelangelo. This is just really gonna, it's just gonna prove my point. Okay. I might have to draw it. This is from last episode. Save to file. Wonderful. I still don't know how to use this properly. I haven't touched it since the last one. Reset the canvas. Okay. Yep. All right. This is going to prove my point. This is why prompt music isn't music. Thinking about art. Need me a little stick figure. Legs are too long. This is going good. Can I draw a circle? I knew that's where it was going to fall apart. All right, so if I had more time, I would draw these as little clouds. All right, and then Michelangelo statue. This is worth it. I should put one in with where he's got a little dick out. No, I probably shouldn't. I guess it's just a statue with his little. He's a grower, not a shower, isn't he? Yeah, okay. Let's just use this one. This is worth it. That's definitely got inverted colors. I don't change that. It's a bit crazy. Fuck it. All right, because this is on dark mode, I'm assuming that's why it flipped the colors of this image, but that doesn't matter. Now we go talking about hope everyone's enjoying me watching me draw stick figures. Thinking about art, talking about art. Thinking about art, talking about art. That's why prompt music isn't fucking music, cunt. I shouldn't have said that on the internet. That's why prompt music isn't music. Because there is no replacement for seeing or hearing the art in its full format compared to talking about it. There's only so many words. And at best, they're an approximation. That's what I'm trying to show you. They're at best, when you're talking about art, i.e. using words, i.e. prompting, it's not the same. You can get an approximation. You can get an amazing demo. You can get an amazing concept art sketch. But you won't get art. Talking and speaking about art is so minimizing and therefore prompting, because it's just talking and speaking to a robot instead of, using musical skills, which is not talking necessarily, not very often. Anyway, that's why it's not the same thing. And that's what I think about Suno, and by extension, Timbaland, are allowing all of these people who like talking about art to think that they're these people making art like this. But they're not. They're talking about it. They're not making it. They're talking about it to a robot, getting the best approximation of what they think they might be thinking about. And you could say, oh, Suno is just a tool. Suno is just a tool. You can't prompt a guitar. You can't prompt a drum kit. It doesn't, it just sits there if you talk to it. It doesn't make music back if you just talk to your drum kit. And I know that's like, I could be getting left behind in like the whole situation, but they're standing on the back of everybody that's ever put up music on the internet and didn't pay them, and allowing the body and encouraging the body of music that the world listens to be diluted by prompt art, prompt music and music are fighting in the same category. That's not fair. It's not fair at all. You can't steal everybody's music in the world. Everything that's on the open internet. This is Suno's words, not mine. Everything that's on the open internet, they talk and use for training data. So that means my shit's in there, your shit's in there, whatever. And it's unfair because you can't prompt a guitar. You can't prompt Ableton. I'm sure you will be able to do things like that in the future, I'm sure. And the line's going to get even blurrier then. But right now, you can't plug a prompt into your guitar. You can't plug a prompt into Ableton. You can't plug a prompt into FL. You can't plug a prompt into Pro Tools and get something to mix a song for you. Maybe we will be able to do that. But even that feels closer than prompting Suno. You know, prompting Ableton to like, I could see a world, right, where AI controls my computer while I'm like driving somewhere, right? And then maybe I can send a message to the AI controlling my computer, be like, hey, pull up Ableton and stream me the audio of this song. And then it does. And then I listen to it in full and then go, hey, try this, and this for the mix down, and then stream it to me again. That's like having an assistant mix engineer. But it's not a person. But you're still okaying what the agent does. And I guess you could use a similar argument for like, I'm still okaying what Suno does. I'm still prompting it, 500 times to get the exact thing that I wanted. Yeah, but I'm not impressed by that. It's not impressive. Good art is usually impressive. I'm not saying anybody should have their right to create art taken away from them. That's fucked. Everybody should be able to make it. Nobody's going to get mad if you pick up a guitar and you're not very good. You're just going to sit there with the guitar and try and get better at it in a room by yourself, or like maybe around people. But there's so many different tactile things that you miss when you're doing prompt music alone. And I think people will crave realness after this sort of AI slop takeover like finishes. But at the moment, the AI slop is going to have its moment in the sun. Back to Timbaland. Timbaland responded less than 4 hours later. He wrote, "Recently, I shared a post where I used a song that I believe was fully owned by the artist who sent it to me out of pure excitement to explore, transform, and collaborate. I ran through Suno to show how this tech can open creative possibilities. I didn't monetize it, release it, or try to claim ownership. You did put it online, though. I was genuinely inspired and wanted to demonstrate what's possible, but now I understand that the song's beat was produced by a producer named K Fresh who didn't give consent, and that's on me. I'd like to formally apologize to K Fresh. I should have done my due diligence before using it. Regardless of intent, I recognize that not everyone involved was aware or on board, do you think? And I take full responsibility for that oversight. If you know me, I've spent years collaborating with artists across all levels. My goal has always been to empower creatives, not to take from them. Then get out of Suno, brother. That doesn't line up with what you're doing. These are words, and they don't match up with the actions. The narrative that I'm out here stealing music couldn't be further from the truth. Wrong. But I understand how this moment caused concern. The post has already been taken down. I am committed to continuing to learn, listen, and lead with respect for the craft and the community. No, you're not. Respect for the craft. Fucking get on an NPC, you dickhead. At stage 0, the AI media company I'm building, nothing happens without people. Our focus is on building tools with creators, not at their expense. Yeah, but fucking Suno isn't. You're making fat cash off that with a piece of that company, you dickhead. He does, however, maintain that he did not violate the law. He continued, but here's what a lot of people don't realize. Under the current law, even if the company removes the content, they're not required to delete anything that the AI may have learned from it. That part of the law hasn't caught up yet. No court has said otherwise. That's what I was talking about before. Being required to delete anything. They can't. They've got themselves a little fucking... It's a black box. They've got themselves a little pro fucking tip. Just steal everything. That's the pro tip. Early in this month, Billboard published a story about the talks between Sony Music and Universal Music Group and Warner Music Group and AI companies Suno and UDO. The labels are apparently looking to license their works as training data, even though they sued the two startups for infringement on an almost unimaginable scale last summer. All right, that's the article. Yeah, fuck Timbaland. So, my fear here is that the labels don't sue Suno and UDO for unimaginable scale infringements. That would be good. I would actually back the record labels doing that. They obviously want to make their own AI models and cut out their own artists. Obviously, that's what the major labels are going to do. However, at least they own that music. It's like... So, if I was Suno or UDO, I would be desperate to give the labels a piece of their model, like a piece of their company, and as a olive branch for stealing their music and using it to train their model. Because can Suno and UDO pay out the unimaginable scale damages? It was like billions. And it makes sense, it is. But is Suno gonna, can they front that bill? No, I sincerely doubt that. So they would be negotiating like it's nobody's fucking business to get the labels kind of on side with them, and they'd be like, oh, you can use our model as well as your own trending data if you want. That's what I would do, because you can't front that bill. But it'd be powerful if the labels were like, no, you have to front the bill, and then the entire company goes bankrupt. I would love that. But that's enough about that. Let's make some goddamn music. Okay, I got a friend. I have a friend. I have one friend. Her name is IYAH May. She's amazing. Blew up recently with a song called Carmageddon, which is absolutely just phenomenal. Down here where it says my manager ended our contract because they wouldn't change these lyrics. Now this song is trending. I hope the message of this song gets out there. It did. It went reasonably viral, especially for a song that has some viewpoints. I can't even talk about them and want my video to do well on YouTube. So go and check out Carmageddon for yourself. I love the song. That's just me. And, you know, thousands of other people. So she put up this cover. And I was like, girl.
I know you think that I shouldn't still love you or tell you that. But if I didn't say it, well, I still have felt it. Where's the sense in that? I promise I'm not trying to make your life harder. Turn to where we were. But I will go down with this shit. And I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love and always will be.
That's basically it. Shout out IYAH May for her incredible voice. Shout out Chunky Love on the production there. I never met that guy, but he seems wonderful and is very talented. All right. Let's put the timer on. Here's one I prepared earlier, etc., etc.
I know you think that I shouldn't still.
Just listen to the acapella.
I know you think that I shouldn't still love you or tell you that.
So good.
But if I didn't say it, well, I still have felt it. Where's the sense in that?
All right. Let's kick it off here. Rock with the chords for now.
I know you think that I shouldn't still love you or tell you that. But if I didn't say it, well, I still have felt it. Where's the sense in that? I promise.
Not that sound. Not that sound. Let's move this up. Move on up. My bad. Back here. Oh, no. I was right. Whoops. This first 3 minutes going crazy. I'm not trying to make your life harder or don't know where we were. The original, if you don't know, is by Dido. Absolutely incredible artist. Stringless bass. Okay. Not quite. That's like a nice got a little something in my throat. It's a nice like rearrangement, but I want to do a little dun. Cool. Yeah, make that more like a B flat. Da-na-na. Something like that. It's probably an A, but cool. Just triple check that note. I do want it to go lower. Yeah. And then let's get some pitch bend. Go to the whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is there already pitch bend data here? What? That sounds a lot more in key. Right. All right, so I'm going to put a little, doing this. My face is covering this. Okay. Add a little pitch down here. That could be, I think Omnisphere's default pitch bend is quite small, so I'm going to make that bigger, obviously. More aggressive. I kind of like it just going down. Whoa, buddy. Cool. Let's double that up. This probably doesn't have to be that huge, does it? Double it up. I was sick last week. I still got a little something, so I'm sorry for all the extra noises. What's this? What? Holy shit, that was cool. All right. Okay. I love that, but the pitch bend information is probably not necessary on that. Absolutely gigantic sound. This big pad. Clip. Let's delete all that. Take out this passing note. Hello? Yeah. Take out that passing note. Yeah. No, this one, yeah. Oh, yeah, I need to mute that one. Right. Woo! Holy shit, that's fucking going, dude. Okay. All right, just want to put one more bass sound on it. Ass. Bass. Head case, bassy fits. Yep, I'm into that. That's very loud, though. Want a bit more chutzpah. sound is so long. Need to shorten probably all the notes. But absolutely these last ones. That note needs to be different, doesn't it? All right. Is that it?
I know you think that I shouldn't still love you or tell you.
Not really.
I know you think that I shouldn't still love you or tell you that.
Yeah, okay. Because I switched those around and I went F to B flat instead of B flat to F. Okay.
I know. I know you think
Better.
that I shouldn't still love you or tell you that. I know you think.
Let's change the note a little bit, so like the pattern a little bit here, so it copies IYAH MAY's melody a bit. Whoops.
I know you think.
No.
I know you think that I shouldn't still love you. I know you think that I shouldn't still love you or tell you that. But
Huh? Okay. Alright, I need to get some water. I'll be back.
I know you think that I shouldn't still love you or tell you that. But if I didn't say it, well, I still have felt it. Where's the sense in that? I promise I'm not trying to make your life harder or return to where we were. But I will go down with it.
Alright.
I know you think that I shouldn't still love you or tell you that. But if I did.
I wonder what this instrumental sounds like pitched up the octave. I like that a lot.
I know you think that I shouldn't.
Noisier hats, probably.
I know you think.
I'll tell you that.
I know you think that.
Yeah, nice.
I know you think that I shouldn't still love you or tell you that.
I'm gonna move the vocal vocals back so they're right on.
I know you think that I shouldn't still love you or tell you that. But if I didn't say it, well, I felt it. Where's the sense in that? I promise I'm not trying to make your life harder. Return to where we were. But I will
Yeah. Oops. Get rid of that.
make your life harder. Return to where we were. But I
This is gonna be sick. Big pad. Nice. 1. Nice. 2. All right. So I want to. Oh wait. Yeah. Bass 2. So I want to make this one go. You know.
But I will go down with it. But I will go. But I will go down. But I will go down with it. But I will go down with this shit.
Nice. Like that pitch down.
But I will go down with this shit. And now I'm
Cool.
But I will go down with this shit. And now I'm putting my hands up and surrender.
Yeah, boy.
But I will go down with this shit. And now I'm putting my hands up and surrender. There will
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
But I will go down with this shit. And now I'm putting my hands up
This is gangsta.
and surrender. There will be no. But I will go down with this shit. And now I'm putting my hands up and surrender. There will be no. This shit. And now I'm putting my hands up and surrender.
This is
There
fucking
will
fun.
be no white flag above my door. I'm in love and always will be.
All right, that's a different sort of chord movement from the original, but I like it. Okay. Now we're gonna need like a serum. I am not pressing the right fucking key, am I? We're gonna need a serum. I still don't have serum to fucking suck me off. Whatever. Alright, what do we got? Deep tech expansion. Give me a pluck. That's fun.
But I will go down with this shit. And now I'm putting my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door.
if I make this a fifth up, we could get a really cool sound.
But I will go down with this shit, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no.
Okay, that's a nice texture layer, but not what I was looking for. Lead, roller. That's fun. Still want to. Come on, give me something crazy. That could work down the octave. Gotta put an L in pluck, otherwise I'm gonna end myself. Yep. Piece this down.
But I will go down with this shit, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no.
And we're gonna make whatever's happening on there a little bit faster. You could feel it was kind of dragging behind the other sounds. So let's take a look.
But I will go down with this shit, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no. But I.
Now it's worse.
But I will go down with this shit, and I won't.
Nah, that sucks.
But I will go down with
Later.
this shit, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love.
Maybe it just needs to go back a touch on the track delay.
But I will go down with this shit, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love and always will be. But I will go down with this shit, and I won't put my hands up.
All right. That's a cool layer, but we're still searching. We are still very much searching. It's been half an hour already. I'm into it.
But I will go down with this shit, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love and always will be.
We'll stop the beat there. Okay. Intro, nice.
I know you think that I shouldn't still love you. I'll tell you that. But if I didn't say it, well, I still have felt it. Where's the sense in that?
Cool. Daddy.
But I will. But I will.
Maybe this.
But I will go down with this shit.
I need more snare in my headphones.
But I will.
More like this.
But I will.
Oh yeah, baby. Drum and bass.
But I will go down. But I will go down with.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Down with it. But I will go down with this. But I will go down with this shit. And I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love and always will be. I'm but I will. But I will go down with this shit. And I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no.
Absolutely had myself muted for a second there. My bad.
But I will go down with this shit. And I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love and always will be.
Okay. 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 What do we got? 28 minutes? All right.
I know you think that.
Hey, that little soft clap. Let's go.
I know you think that I shouldn't still love you. I'll tell you that. But if I didn't say it, well, I still have felt it. Where's the sense in that?
Go with this bit.
I promise I'm not trying to make your life fall. I know you think that I shouldn't still love you. I'll tell you that. But if I didn't say it, well, I still have felt it. Where's the sense in that? I promise I know you think that I shouldn't still love you. I'll tell you that.
I like that.
But if I didn't say it, well, I still have felt it.
I need another. I feel like I need another perk thing here, guys. Perk loop. Let's just see if there's a loop doing something. Vengeance totally stole that. That's the same as I'll literally I'm using him in it. Vengeance. See, before AI, there was this company called Vengeance who made samples, but they took a lot of them from existing songs and then they got sued and had to take down those sample packs. But I think that I've still got them because I'm such an old head. I bought them before they got sued. Which is like, why are you getting mad about the AI stuff, Space Runner? And it's like, well, because fucking sample pack, you still got to do something with it. You don't just talk to a sample pack and then it makes a song. That'd be fun though, maybe. Spiller Groove Jet. Okay, so this is VH2 percussive loops 168. Right? Like maybe maybe they didn't use, I don't know when this pack came out versus when that song came out, but the exact same loop. Anyway, music's fun. See this, but like really short. Yeah, nice. Impact. Let's find something. 24 minutes. That'll do. All right. Get rid of these. Let's get a riser in there. Sure.
I'm not trying to make your life harder. Turn to but I will go down with this shit, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be.
All right. And then I guess these need to go into a group that is getting sidechained quite heavily. Sidechain. Gig 1. Sidechain. External.
But I will go down with this shit, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag.
Cool. Duplicate that. Get some sidechain compression from the snare. Is that the right one? No.
But I will go down
kick's just not really giving it though, is it? It needs to be enormous. That could help. Yeah, this kick's not doing it. This kick's really not doing it. Because that groove, not that there's much of a groove there. It should feel good, but it doesn't feel that good in the chorus. 20 minutes. I wonder.
Trying to make your life harder. Turn to where we were. I will go down with this shit, and I'll put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love.
Kick's still not there. I could help it start. Just clip the shit out of it. I won't put my hands up and surrender.
I will go down with it. I will go. I will go down with this shit, and I'll put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love.
Let's take one of these bass layers out.
I will go down with this shit, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white.
That's better. You know? Like, that's better without the other basses.
But I will go down with this shit, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag.
Better. Better. Alright, let's get something simpler than those other bass sounds, because it's just feeling naff when the drop hit, and it's like the last thing you want to feel. Fuck buttons? Sorry? This synth is called fuck buttons? I understand. What about down the octave? Brother.
But I will go.
No.
But I will go down with this shit.
I think it's really got to be like no high end in it. I think that's what I'm chasing. that one is still going. Maybe that one just needs to be loud.
But I will go down with this shit, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my. But I will go down with this shit, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no.
Last block. Okay. Cool. Still sweet before that. Classic. 14 minutes. These are cool. I didn't know I had these. Let's just reverse that one. Well, I'm keeping it. We've only got 15 minutes. Is that more... Is that impressive without the drums at all?
But I will go down with this shit, and I'll put my hands up and surrender.
Okay. Let's build that up.
There will be no white flag. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love.
Bup, 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 bup.
I'm in love always.
Yeah. Oops, too fast. Cool. Okay, so last 12 minutes. Keep that there. Keep this here. Sing along part. And then
Always will be. I know I left too much mess.
sick. Cool. Make these all judges. IYAH MAY goes off there. Absolute queen.
I'm in love and always will be. I know I left you.
Okay, now that needs to change to one of these, probably.
I know I left too much mess and always will be. I know I left too much mess and destruction to come back again. And I caused nothing. Throw my hands open. I know I left too much mess and destruction to come back again.
It's a bit much.
I know I left too much mess and destruction to come back again.
Okay, on the release, maybe? Or maybe the decay.
I know I left too much.
That's more like it. Let's get that decay and sustain down, boy.
I know I left too much mess and destruction to come back again.
Fuck yeah.
And I caused no understand nothing but trouble. I understand if you can't.
Sick.
To me back again. And I caused nothing but trouble.
And then we gotta cut the beat there.
Nothing but trouble. I understand if you can't talk to me again. Oh, and if you
Cool.
and if you live by the rules that it's over, then I'm sure that that makes sense. Oh, but I would. But I will go down with it.
Boom, cha, boom, cha, boom, cha, boom, cha. Yep. 7 minutes.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh,
And then, yeah. I have a
oh, but I will go down with it. Oh, but I will go down with this shit. And I won't put my hands up and surrender.
All right, we are running out of time, but it's happening.
But I will go down with this shit. And I won't put my. I know I left too much mess and destruction.
What about this one?
I know I left too much mess and destruction to come back again.
Oh, I like that.
And I caused nothing but trouble. I understand if you can.
And then back to this sound.
To me again. Oh, and if you live by the rules that it's over, then I'm sure
Oh, get 'em.
that that makes sense.
Get 'em, girl.
Oh, and if you live by the rules that it's over, then I'm sure that that makes sense.
Bye.
Oh, but I will go down with this shit. Rules that it's over, then I'm sure that that makes sense. Oh, but I will go down with. I know
could throw this snare back in for a bit more thickness.
I left too much mess and destruction to come back again. And I caused nothing but trouble. I understand if you can't talk to me again. Oh, and if you live by the rules that it's over, then I'm sure that may.
Cool. 4 minutes. Yeah, something like that.
But I will go down with this shit. This shit. And I'll put my hands up and surrender.
We need like open cymbals too. I don't know where that's from, but I like it.
This shit. And I'll put my hands up and surrender. There will be no
Cool.
this shit. And I'll put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love and always will be.
This part changes chords a lot, and I don't have the time.
But I will go down with
So we're just gonna skip to that chorus.
no white flag above my door. I'm in love and always will be. But I will.
And then where we at? Here. Yeah.
Put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love and always will be. But I will go down with it.
I mean, I can try and put the "and when we meet." Try and put like the same bass line, but I don't know. Yeah, cool. Keep it going. 2 minutes. Hook. Cool. Maybe back to the pad here.
And I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door.
Oh my God.
I'm in love.
Get him out, man.
Always will be.
Okay. This is leaving a little bit to be desired, but we need a drum fill real quick. Yeah. Something in there was good. Okay.
Turn to where we were.
Okay.
Where we were.
Let's go auto filter from the top. Oh, 12 seconds. God damn it. God damn it. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Cool. Yeah, that's fun. Then let me put a crash cymbal. That's it. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Alright, I'm gonna crank this shit. I've been producing quiet, so hopefully this slaps. Yeah, boy. I really want to finish that properly. I need to finesse that a little bit, but we made good ground in an hour. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride. I appreciate you keeping up to date. And yeah, I'm gonna finish that remix and hopefully put it out. Bit drum and bass. Peace, love, and light to you and yours.